All right, so here's our first math trick. So math tricks, I'll have a bunch of videos for math tricks, but this is my number one math trick. So this is multiples of 9. So when I was in school, I would always I learned all the timetables. So basically 1 to 12. So I had to know them off the top of my head. Basically, 10 times 6 is 60, 5 times 8 is 40. Like, I know them all off the top of my head. A lot of kids today don't necessarily learn that, but I'll give you a good trick to keep in mind. So for your multiples of 9, I know a lot of people had learned, I didn't learn it this way, but a lot of people learned the finger trick. So the finger trick is basically if you're doing something times 9, at least to 10, what you'll do is that we'll go 9 times 5 equals 45. So if you don't know what the answer is, you'll take your fingers and you'll put down the 5th digit. So 9 times 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you put down the 5th digit, and then that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be 40, and then you have your remaining 5, which would be 5. So 45. 9 times 8 is 72, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You put down your 8 digit. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's my 70, and then I got 2 left. So there's my 72. I never learned it that way. I learned things a little bit more mathematically. So one of the cool things about the number 9 is that when you do a multiple with 9, the answer that you have will always add up to 9. So basically, if I have 9 times 3 equals 27, 2 plus 7 equals 9. So 2 plus 7 equals 9. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 5 plus 4 equals 9. And this is true for any multiple of 9. So if we were to do an example of 113 times 9, we would get that's a 7, that's a 2, that's a 9, that's an 11, and then that's a 9, that's a 10. So here I got 1017. So 1 plus, so we'll just break it out. 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 equals 1, plus 0 is 1, plus 1 is 2, plus 7 is 9. Like, this rule always applies. So the way that I learned it was you would take your multiplication, and then when you dissect a number, so 9 times 4 equals 36. So I've noticed that 4 is 1 greater than 3, 3 is 1 greater than 2, 2 is 1 greater than 1. So when somebody would tell me, well, what's 9 times 7? Well, I would do 7 minus 1, which is 6, and then 6 plus what equals 9, so 63. So another example, 9 times 9. Okay, well, 9 times 9, I would take the second 9, I would minus 1, which would be 8. Then I go 8 plus what equals 9, so that would be a 1. So the answer would be 81. It takes a bit of practice, but once you figure it out, it's just simple math in your head, and you can just get going. Instead of always using your fingers to count on, you can start thinking a little bit more on your feet. And so hopefully that helps you out with multiples of 9.